Elon Musk faces long court battle over feud with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. Elon Musk's move to immediately block Sam Altman from restructuring OpenAI faltered in federal court, with a judge saying she was reluctant to issue such an order in a case pitting billionaires versus billionaires. The world's richest person presented his request in filings as an emergency, telling the court the startup he helped found a decade ago needs to be stopped from carrying out what he is described as a quest by Altman and Microsoft Corporation to dominate the generative artificial intelligence industry. US District Judge Vone Gonzalez Rogers told Musk's attorney at the outset of a 3-hour hearing Tuesday in Oakland, California, that she rarely issues injunctions in disputes that are bound to take many months to play out. She added that she isn't inclined to freeze OpenAI's plans for that long. Rogers called Musk's arguments that he faces irreparable harm a stretch. Musk didn't attend the hearing. While Rogers issued a no formal order, she said she will probably let Musk take OpenAI to trial and require him to testify over at least some of his claims. Or at least some of his claims. He alleges that the startup betrayed its charitable mission and acted anti-competitively after he left its board in 2018, and it received $13 billion in funding from Microsoft. Attorneys said the case may not be ready for trial until late 2026 or 27. The injunction Musk asked for would freeze OpenAI's transformation into more conventional public benefit for profit company, just as it's in talks to raise as much as $40 billion in a funding round led by SoftBank Group Corporation. The ChatGPT maker has said shifting from a non-profit charity to a commercial business is critical to securing the vast amount of funding it needs to fulfill its mission of creating artificial general intelligence or AGI that will benefit humanity. OpenAI has argued that Musk's claims are without merit and amount to harassment. As the months long feud escalated, OpenAI publicly publicized a slew of emails and messages indicating the billionaires originally supported a more traditional corporate structure for the startup. Musk's startup. If Rogers rejects the injunction, it might be harder for Musk's own XAI startup, which has attained a valuation of $50 billion since he launched in 2023, to catch up to OpenAI's considerable lead in raising capital, which is critical to developing more advanced AI. Musk's attorney Mark Toberoff argued the injunction is needed to preserve the startup's status quo in light of a serial self-dealing by OpenAI's board, which he alleged is controlled by Altman. He also cited Microsoft's dominant position in the AI market and concerns raised by the US Federal Trade Commission over the software giant's relationship with the startup. OpenAI and Microsoft attorney countered that an injunction would be drastic as Musk hasn't shown any evidence to prove wrongdoing. Rogers asked whether an injunction is necessary in the light of FTC's activity as a regulator and questioned whether monetary damages alone would be enough for Musk. $45 million. The judge remarked that Musk was now running the government while trying to compete with the AI industry. She also said it's interesting that Musk gave $45 million to OpenAI on a handshake with a no written agreement over how that money would be used. The judge described the case as murky because Musk didn't include his AI startup as a plaintiff in the case, even though its interests are clearly involved. My job is to make sure my is to uh, Just a minute. My job is to make sure sure that I am not creating a playing field that's unleveled, Rogers said. In the lawsuit Musk filed in August, he alleged that OpenAI has violated antitrust laws by making its investors agree not to fund rivals, and also by having overlapping board members with Microsoft, including billionaire Reid Hoffman and an executive at the software giant. Biden administration. Musk garnered support in January from the Biden administration when the Justice Department and FTC said in a court filing that overlapping board directors can harm competition. Hoffman and Microsoft executive D. Templeton have defended their conduct as legal, but Rogers said the overlapping directors are problematic. Neither of them have any business being on the board on that board. Period. The judge said. The judge seemed less sympathetic to the claim by Toberoff, Musk's attorney, that the fund no competitor condition in OpenAI's investment deals hunts rivals. How can I say, as a matter of law, there is a restraint on a trade when your client has raised us $11 billion for XAI? Rogers said. The case is Musk versus Altman, 4 is to 24 CV 04722, US District Court, Northern District of California, Oakland. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone. Bye.